Nobody wants to hear this, but your belly fat is not stubborn. It's smart. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do, and until you understand why, it's never going away. Most people think belly fat is about food. Eat less, move more, watch it disappear. But if that were true, everyone who diets hard would lose it evenly, everywhere. They don't. The stomach is almost always the last place to go, and for a lot of people, it barely moves at all, no matter how strict they get. That's not bad luck. That's biology doing something on purpose. Here's what's actually happening. Your body has two totally different ways of storing fat. Most fat, the kind on your arms, your legs, your hips, is just stored energy, backup fuel for later. Your body doesn't feel strongly about it either way. But the fat around your stomach, especially deep inside around your organs, is different. It's called visceral fat, and your body treats it like an emergency supply. Why would your body treat one type of fat like an emergency? Because of a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. Every time you're under pressure, whether it's a work deadline, poor sleep, constant scrolling, arguments, money stress, anything, your body releases cortisol to help you cope. That part is completely normal. The problem is what cortisol does next. Cortisol tells your body to store fat specifically around your stomach. Not your arms, not your legs, your stomach. Because in your body's ancient programming, stress means danger, and danger means you might need fast energy close to your vital organs. Your stomach is the closest, most protected place to store it. So every stressful moment in your day, even the small ones, is quietly telling your body, keep the belly fat. We might need it. This is why some of the leanest looking people you know still have stubborn belly fat, and some heavier people don't. It's not about their total body fat, it's about their cortisol levels. Think about the man who trains hard every single day, eats clean, but is also working 60-hour weeks, sleeping 5 hours a night, and constantly stressed about deadlines. His body fat percentage might be low everywhere else, but his stomach won't budge. Because his cortisol never turns off. His body is stuck in a permanent state of, we might be in danger, hold on to the emergency fat. Now think about someone with a similar diet and workout routine, but who sleeps 8 hours, manages stress well, and isn't constantly on edge. Their cortisol spikes when it needs to, and then drops back down. Their body gets the message, the danger passed, we don't need the emergency fat anymore, and their stomach responds accordingly. Same effort in the gym, same discipline with food, completely different result. Because one of them is fighting a hormone, the other one isn't. This is also why crash diets often make belly fat worse, not better. Starving yourself is itself a massive stressor. Your cortisol spikes even higher, your body panics even harder, and it holds on to stomach fat even tighter. Because as far as your biology is concerned, restricting food looks exactly like a famine. And during a famine, the smartest thing your body can do is protect its emergency fuel supply. So the harder some people diet, the more their body clings to the one place it's designed to protect. This explains something almost everyone has experienced, losing weight everywhere except the stomach. It's not a flaw in your body. It's your body doing exactly what it evolved to do, protecting you from a threat that, biologically, still feels real even when it isn't. The fix isn't more willpower. It isn't more crunches. Sit-ups do not target belly fat. Your body doesn't lose fat from the muscle underneath it. It loses fat based on hormonal signals from your whole system. The fix is lowering the signal that's telling your body to hold on in the first place. So let's talk about exactly how to do that. The first thing is sleep, and it matters more than almost anything else on this list. When you sleep less than 6 hours a night, your cortisol doesn't just stay high during the day, it stays elevated even while you're resting. Your body never gets the signal to stand down. Getting 7 to 8 hours consistently is the single fastest way to bring cortisol back to a normal rhythm. Not perfect sleep, just consistent sleep, at roughly the same time every night. The second thing is how you eat, not just what you eat. Skipping meals, then eating one massive meal at the end of the day, spikes cortisol because your body interprets long gaps without food as a potential famine. You don't need to eat constantly, But eating on a consistent schedule with enough food to actually fuel your day tells your body it's safe. It's not under threat. It doesn't need to protect stomach fat. The third thing is your stress load outside the gym. This is the one people ignore the most. You can train perfectly and eat perfectly, but if you're doom scrolling for 2 hours a night, running on constant deadlines, or living in a state of low-grade anxiety, your cortisol stays elevated regardless of what you're doing in the kitchen. Even 10 minutes a day of something that actually calms your nervous system, a walk without your phone, slow breathing, sitting outside, sends your body a clear signal that the danger has passed. The fourth thing is your training itself. Long, exhausting workout sessions every single day without rest actually raise cortisol further. Your body doesn't know the difference between stress from a demanding job and stress from overtraining. Moderate, consistent exercise with real recovery days lowers cortisol over time. Constant, punishing exercise with no recovery raises it. None of these four things are complicated. None of them require extreme discipline or a special diet plan. They require consistency over weeks, not days, because cortisol doesn't reset in a single good night's sleep or a single calm afternoon. It resets when your body starts to trust, again and again, that the danger has actually passed. It's slower than a fad diet. It's less exciting than 1,000 sit-ups a day. But it's the only approach that actually works with your biology instead of fighting against it. Your belly fat was never stubborn. It was protecting you from a danger that stopped being real a long time ago. Once your body finally believes that, it lets go. If this changed how you think about belly fat, hit the like button. Not for the algorithm, but so this reaches the people who've been blaming themselves for something that was never their fault. Subscribe for science-backed content that moves the needle on how your body actually works. And click the video on your screen right now. The next breakdown is already waiting.